All right, ladies and gentlemen, this coming up Sunday Night Football, we got a marquee matchup. We got the Dallas Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles. And joining us to talk about Philadelphia Eagles versus Cowboys, we got none other than the legendary Eagles fan himself, the King Dingbat, Philly.500. Welcome to the Sports Feed.
What's up, man?
Yo, everybody, how you doing? How you guys doing?
I'm doing
This is Philly.500 representing the best team in the National Football League, the 8-1 Philadelphia Eagles. How you doing, Dingbats?
Oh my God! I gotta give props to the Philadelphia Eagles. They're 8-1.
They are.
They're the best team in the NFL, Sean.
Yeah.
All right, I know you don't. It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow right now. But the Eagles, best team in the NFL. Carson Wentz, in my books at least, he is the MVP so far through 10 weeks.
Top candidate right now. I'd say it. I'll say it.
All right, so yeah, we got Eagles. We got the Eagles at the Cowboys. All right, Eagles 8-1, Cowboys 5-4. Eagles coming off that bye week.
Yes,
and they're coming for the Cowboys, who just got embarrassed by the Atlanta Falcons. Am I right or wrong?
Say it again. Embarrassed. Yes,
we can move on from that. We don't have to talk about that.
Six sacks on these guys, on Dak Prescott.
It's a beautiful thing. Think about this. I mean, look, I want to crush Dallas. I want to crush them. I want to win this division. This game pretty much locks it up. But all the pressure is on the Cowboys. Even if they beat the Eagles, Cowboys are still 6-4. The Eagles would still be 8-2. So the truth is that Atlanta game hurt Dallas. So in reality, all the pressure is on his beautiful, satanic, evil Satan team.
You got a point there because you're right. Cowboys. If the Eagles lose, what's 8-2, right? Okay, you're still atop of the NFC. Cowboys, you guys lose. He said that hurt y'all against the Falcons.
Yeah,
but a back-to-back loss against the Eagles, that could kill y'all's team for the rest of the year.
It could, but we still have to play a lot of our division. We still have to play the Redskins again. We still have to play the Eagles again. We still have to play Giants. We still have 3 games left in the division that we still have to play.
All right, so let's get into this game, right? Now, Cowboys, Philly.500, you already know this. You're probably already hearing it from some Cowboys fans that are trolling in your comment section. But the Cowboys, they don't have Zeke. They don't have Sean Lee.
God.
And Tyron Smith, he's hurt. Tell us about the injuries that are plaguing your team as well. Philly.
Yeah, well, hey, real teams don't have to make excuses, right?
Damn right.
Peterson, all-pro left tackle, out for the year.
Yep.
Darren Sproles, who was our best running back, out for the year. Who else? Jordan Hicks, middle linebacker, and a turnover machine against Dallas. He always gets turnovers against Dallas, out for the year. We haven't had Ronald Darby since week 1, but we're humming. We're moving. Why? Because we got the quarterback.
Speaking of Ronald Darby, he's coming back in this game, no?
Yeah, he's coming back. He should be back this game.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this. All right, let's break down the Eagles offense versus the Cowboys offense.
Yes.
We'll start off with the silly Cowboys.
It's Dallas Cowboys, not silly Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Get that shit right, okay?
I don't even know what the hell this is that you're wearing on your head right
It's
now.
a satanic star. Will never go on my Christmas tree. I'll tell you that.
They don't put stars on their Christmas tree. That's how much he hates the Cowboys. That's a real Eagles fan right there.
Okay.
That's right. Not allowed. Not allowed. No stars.
Can't go in the front door with the star.
Now, Sean, no Tyron Smith for more than likely right now. He's not. He hasn't been officially ruled out at this point, but more than likely he's not going to play. And you don't have Zeke Elliott. You got Alfred Morris. You're rolling with Darren McFadden.
Yeah.
Can Dak Prescott do anything against this Eagles defense, which is pretty damn stellar, and they're getting Ronald Darby back?
All right, so it's gonna be a good matchup, right? We still have a good solid offensive line. Losing the left tackle is going to hurt us in the passing game more than anything.
Yep.
We saw that last week against the Atlanta Falcons. God, I don't want to even say it. 6 sacks given up to just one guy. It wasn't a team. It was one guy.
It was embarrassing. Chaz Green.
It was beautiful. What do you mean?
It wasn't beautiful.
It was artwork.
I was so pissed. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I drank my life away almost. But no, so
I saw.
So what we're gonna have to do is we really are gonna have to game plan. We're gonna have to put a tight end over there. We're gonna have to put a running back on that side. Help pass wide. We did not do that at all in the whole first half. Or roll out put Dak Prescott on the move. That's what a lot of teams with bad offense lines do. Get him moving. Move the pocket. And get the ball out of his hands quick. I feel like this game, for us to have a chance, our offense has got to get the ball out quick. It's got to establish some kind of balance. We had no balance against Atlanta Falcons. And we got to be able to keep our offense on the field, sustain drives, get in some kind of rhythm.
But here's the problem with that, though. If Tyron Smith's not playing, you're not going to get any real run game going with Alfred Morris and Darren McFadden. I'm sorry, but that's just going to be the case. And, and Dez Bryant, it seems like Dak Prescott and Dez Bryant don't have a strong chemistry throughout the entire game. Yeah. It usually gets going in the first quarter, and then they forget they even exist to each other.
No, you're definitely right. Dez, for some reason, I feel like Dak hasn't developed where to throw the ball for Dez to make the biggest impact after the catch, right? Romo and him they had a great connection. Dak still hasn't developed that with him yet. Yeah. Dez was hurt a little bit last year, and they didn't really get to develop that that well. Yeah. And plus, we ran the ball 99% of the time. But they're going to have to get it going this game. Eagles, the secondary, they're getting Ronald Darby back, so that's a great boost for them. Their secondary hasn't played that great against the pass. So that's where our advantage is going to have to be. We're going to have to get some short passes. Jason Witten murders the Eagles every time he plays, y'all.
Okay.
He knows it. For some reason, Jason Witten always gets open. And no Jordan Hicks. I think that's where we got to take advantage of him. Short passes up the middle with Jason Witten.
Okay. Now, Philly.500, kicking it over to you. What do you think your defense, the Eagles' defense, can do against Dak Prescott and this Cowboys' offense without Zeke and possibly Tyron Smith?
Well, I think the Eagles with just the front seven should be able to pretty much shut down the run. I know the Cowboys have a good offensive line, but with Fletcher Cox and Timmy Jernigan, now Cox has given Dallas problems before. The Eagles, when they did play them last year and they lost in overtime, they did play Zeke pretty well. They did play against the offensive line pretty well. They got pressure. So I think that, if it was me and I was game planning, I would want Prescott to have to beat me with the pass. That would be the way I would approach it. Make him beat me. I know the Eagles don't blitz a lot, but I would bring some blitzes, especially Kendricks. I think Nigel Bradham has been an all-pro linebacker this year myself. So I think if they do that and they can force Prescott to have to make the throws, like you saw last week against Atlanta, where when they were down 10, they were still running the ball. They don't want to give up that running game. They want to keep the clock. They want to control the tempo. They want to keep it low scoring or, run the clock down, run the play. So if the Eagles can get off and force that Dak to Prescott to have to throw, I think the Eagles blow them out.
Okay. All right, now, Sean, kicking over to you. On the defensive side, the Dallas Cowboys, what do they have to do against Carson Wentz, who, again, this is the guy who's it's his MVP to lose, all right? Yeah. The Eagles, they're fourth in rushing going into this game. And they just acquired Jay Ajayi, and before they went to the bye week, Jay Ajayi, he scored himself a touchdown. They got a running game going with him and Blunt. Now, what is your defense going to do against the Philadelphia Eagles? And remember, Sean Lee is out, and you guys are a night and day difference without Sean Lee.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern for this game is our defense. With Sean Lee, like you said, he's out. With him there, we are one of the best in the league at stopping the run.
Okay.
We only average 80 yards giving up with Sean Lee. Without him, over 100, 140, I think, something like that, 130 yards a game without him there. Huge difference night and day. I am nervous about that. J.J. Garrett Blunt, what we're going to have to do is our linebackers, they better be in the film room even right now at this very second, watching film and getting on the same page, because we saw last week Jalen Smith and Hutchins running into each other, not understanding what the reads are. That cannot happen this game. Mm-hmm. Now, how our defense has got to perform, what they got to do to be able to stop Carson Wentz and that Eagles offense, we got to get pressure. We do have a great D-line ourselves. We have DeMarcus Lawrence, David Irving, Crawford. They're playing phenomenal this year.
Okay.
But we got to get pressure. And this is the thing. So many big plays from the Eagles this year. Their offense is getting big play after big play. We got to limit that. And the best way is to get pressure. And not just get pressure, but get Carson Wentz to the ground. There's been so many times that I saw this year, watching highlights, it's Carson Wentz has got pressure. He got hit. He got grabbed, but he breaks out of it. Next thing you know, he throws it deep, and he's got Nelson Aguilar. And I'm like, fuck, we cannot let him out of our grasp. We cannot let him step up into the pocket. Mm-hmm. I see that so many times when I watch the film for the Eagles, and I see him just step up, and it's like wide open where he has 3-4 yards to step up and throw.
Yeah.
We cannot do that. And David Irving's been playing great against guards and centers since they moved him inside. He played outside in defensive end last year. He's playing D tackle. If he can stay in the middle and they play their lanes, that's the only chance we have to help out our young and shitty secondary that we have.
Now, Philly.500, how confident are you with your offense against this Dallas Cowboys defense?
How confident can you be? I'm very, very, very confident. They don't get any more confident than how confident I am. It's that simple. And there's one word for it. 2 words, Carson Wentz. Look, this guy is torn everybody up. Even when they have struggled early in the game, like if you remember the Redskin game Monday night, early in the Carolina game, he seems to adjust very well, especially when they let him go up-tempo and he's able to call plays and stuff. He kills people. So the biggest threat for Dallas's defense to me is that defensive line. They're going to get pressured. They're going to hit him. And I think they will hit him, and they will get pressure because he's been getting hit all year. He's been getting hit all year. But every time he gets hit, he seems like he throws a touchdown or he makes you pay the very next play. So to me, everything on this Eagles team comes down to Carson Wentz. He is the driving force behind all this. And we're going to see how good he really is.
And he's damn good, I think. Now, okay, so let's say it gets to a shootout and whatever. It boils down to Dak Prescott versus Carson Wentz. Shawn, who wins that? Who's outdueling who?
See, that's what's tough, right? Both quarterbacks are phenomenal. They're both young talents, and I'm very excited about seeing. I said it last year. I'm so excited about these two young quarterbacks coming out of the same draft. Great rivalry for the next 10, 15 years. But Carson Wentz is playing phenomenal. I got to give him his props. He's one of the best right now on third down completion percentage. He is, I think, was top last time I knew a couple weeks ago. So that's the biggest key is him converting on third downs. Dak takes care of the ball, but we got to convert on third downs ourselves. Yeah. Right? Dak hasn't had to convert on third down because we've always had third and shorts, and we've been able to run the ball. Or even third and 4, we'd run the ball and still get it because we had Zeke. That's changed now. It's a different aspect. It's going to be different play calls, and Dak has got to be ready. He's got to be ready this game because if we don't extend our drives, Dak and them might not see the field for another fucking 8 minutes.
Philly.500. Go ahead.
Hey, I was just going to say, Carson is playing unbelievable. Not only that, but on third down and third and long, he's like his percentage on conversion is ridiculous. It's like ridiculous. So I think with Dallas, I think you push the ball downfield. I'm very excited to see Jay Ajayi too. I think if he can get some run, and Blunt runs hard and he runs well. The Eagles are effective, and they spread the ball. Look, dude, this is all about the quarterback. That's all I can say. Carson Wentz has made this team something else. If you took him off this team, I don't think they're the same team at all.
Not at all.
Definitely not.
It's him.
I'm sorry, but you know what? Being an unbiased factor in this game, but I'm going Wentz over Dak now, and I'm going Wentz over Dak future. No disrespect to Dak Prescott. I mean, like I said, this dude stepped into the rookie position when Tony Romo went down, and he's been very solid for you guys. But Wentz is one of the best elite quarterbacks in the league now. I mean, I'm loving some Carson Wentz. I think it's his MVP to lose. Yeah, I mean,
no, I would say that as far as Dak, if we're gonna have honest Philly.500 for a minute, honest, not busting the Dallas Cowboys balls. All right.
I like this.
So, Dak Prescott, in my opinion, is going to be a good quarterback. And I think there's going to be a big rivalry between him and Prescott for years. But I think what happened with Dak last year is because Zeke was so dominant, because I think Zeke Elliott is very underrated. I think what he does for Dallas with that line allowed a lot of the progressions for Prescott to not have, he didn't have to learn as much. He didn't have much growing pains as Wentz last year. He's getting that now. Wentz went through this now. So I think Prescott takes a step back this year 2. But then in year 3, you kind of see him come back up. And that's what I kind of thought would happen, and it's happened so far, in my opinion. I mean, he hasn't been bad, but...
Yeah. And that's right. And, I said that even when Dak came out, that Dak was a guy, when I saw him in college, I wanted Dallas to draft him, and Josh remembers that. I said, Dak, I love this guy. He's a winner. But I knew his passing game wasn't developed as much, and it didn't help that we ran the ball so well last year, but we didn't need it. We saw it get exposed against the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs last year. We got murdered, and he could not bring us back. So, yeah, I expect us to see growing pains, but biggest thing that he just needs to maintain that he's been great at is completion percentage. He's still one of the best at completion percentage, and not turning over the ball. We just cannot turn over the ball, and if we could just maintain some drives, Dak, that's what Dak's going to do. It's going to be on Dak. He's got to carry the team. Either he's got to pull what Cam Newton did and just carry that team literally with his legs and his arms. That's what he's got to kind of have to do a couple years ago with Cam, or a few years ago what Cam did, right? Mm-hmm. That's what Dak's going to have to do, and I just hope he could do it.
Okay.
Get Dallas in 3rd and long, and I think it's good for the Eagles. I really do.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the coaching staff. All right,
Yeah.
Philly.500. We're kicking over to you now. Jason Garrett, Doug Peterson. Who is better? Who's got the better coaching staff right here? Who's better at making adjustments in case this game gets ugly? Who do you favor? Your coaching staff versus Jason Garrett's coaching staff?
Look, oh God, I've not been the biggest fan of Doug Peterson.
I know it.
Everybody knows.
Okay.
But I will give him credit where credit is due. And what I like that he does the most is he lets Carson Wentz kind of take over the game. Like, every time we've struggled offensively, he's let Carson go into up-tempo, where Carson's calling the plays, like almost like Peyton Manning, right? Calling out the plays, whatever. And so I think Doug has learned a lot. I think he's growing on me. As far as Garrett last week really, it bothered me. Like, if I was a Cowboy fan, I would be very bothered at the way he allowed Prescott to constantly get hit. He didn't bring any help on that left side. He didn't do anything, any quick screens, any chip blocks, nothing. He just kept doing the same thing. So right now, I'm going to give the slight advantage to the Eagles. Also, don't forget, Dallas has a lot of off-the-field things going on. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know what's going on in the locker room. I don't know what the players. I saw Skandrick yelling at the coach, it looked like. So who knows what's really going on? In the Eagles locker room, they love each other. They're all friends. They're all brothers, and they got a good chemistry.
Right? What's the city of brotherly love? Is that what y'all call it? Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
we show no love for a brother.
I will say this. There's some, tension, right? People are, that's what happens when you lose, right? Last year, when we were in the same position as them last year, right? We were freaking winning all the time. We only lost a few times. It was great. Everybody's happy, but this is where it comes down to the leaders of the team, like Dak, like Sean Lee. Even though he's not playing, he's still going to be the leader. Maintaining these guys, keeping them focused. And it's also talking about the coach then. That's on Jason Garrett and all the other coaches. Rod Marinelli, Scott Linehan, our offensive call player. That's going to be on the coaching staff. They need to keep them focused and get them motivated. And that's what Jason Garrett, he's a great, players love Jason Garrett. He's a player's coach, right? Mm-hmm. And he's about no excuses too. So he's not going to go into we didn't have Zeke or anything like that. And that's what all the fans are going to say, But at the end of the day, you got to play the game. We're all professionals, or they are, I'm sorry. All these players are professional players. They get paid to play the game and to win games. And you know what? This is going to be interesting to see what Jason Garrett does to help out Dak, because we cannot let that happen. We cannot give up literally 6 sacks of one fucking guy and not get help. It's going to be adjustments on the offensive play calling. They cannot just run. When we're down, we got to mix it up. We got to now see. Before, we used to be able to run to set up the pass. Now we have to pass to set up the run, because teams are going to want Dak to throw. So we got to catch them off guard the other way. Okay. That's where it's going to come down to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, let's say this game goes into overtime, right?
What?
Like last year?
It's a divisional game.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
It goes into overtime. Is Dan Bailey going to be playing this game?
No.
No, he's not going to be playing the game?
No, he's not going to play for another week or two.
It goes into overtime. It's fucking. Everything is under pressure, right?
Yeah.
It's just boiling to a point.
Yeah. Okay.
Which one of your all's teams is better under pressure? Philly.500 will kick it out to you.
Okay.
Right there behind you. What do you mean? The Eagles. Not even
Y'all,
close.
you don't have Dan Bailey, but y'all got a pretty damn good kicker
We got
yourselves.
down the middle Jake. That's what I call him. Down the middle Jake.
Hey,
because
Jake
ever
Elliott,
since
man.
he kicked that 61-yard field goal,
Yes.
this dude doesn't even. Well, actually, he missed a couple extra points. What the hell is wrong with him? But it doesn't matter. I think that Elliott, I have enough confidence in him, especially kicking in Dallas. I think he'd be okay.
Okay. All right. You know what? Coming down to the wire, man. It's pretty much his first team to really score a touchdown, right? So it's really going to be whoever gets the ball first, I feel like, in OT. If it goes to OT. And that's where it's going to come down to. Just like it was last year when we played in OT. It really boiled down to that.
Sorry, I would be scared if it went to OT. That would not be good for Eagles because, see, you get in a position like that, right, where you have Dak who can run 30 yards and scramble. Wentz can scramble too, but the Eagles shouldn't go to overtime.
Yeah.
This shouldn't go. It shouldn't. So, if it goes overtime, I'm gonna be going crazy. I'm gonna be very ding-baddish.
I really hope it goes. I want to see that video. I already know he's gonna make a video ranting about that if it goes OT.
I would be so mad.
That's the big thing, man. It's whoever gets the ball first, really. But I take my Dallas offense because we're not going to turn over the ball. We're not going to take too many chances, but we can still move the ball. We have a lot of weapons to get in the hands. And like Philly.500 just said, Dak can run the ball himself. He can break off those long runs. And you know what? He does that a lot later in the games. Not so much in the beginning of games, but he does that late in the games because he knows he's going to have to.
Okay.
And especially in OT, he did that last year in OT, and I think he's going to do it again. If it does, I think I like Dak in that situation because Carson Wentz will take chances, and you can't take chances that late in the game because everything's intensified. Everybody's got that extra spurt of energy, and especially the Cowboys who are underdogs. Nobody's expecting them to win, so they're going to be like, hell yeah, we're fired up.
It's not a chance if you convert on it, right? You got 23 touches, 5 interceptions. All his chances are coming out pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that scares me. Now I don't know if this is true rumor, but I heard Pete Morelli might be officiating this game.
I heard that too. Are you worried about that?
Yeah, that's the way we lose because he hates us. He hates us.
Oh, I'm
so
liking my chances better now.
That's the one thing that I'm worried about. I don't know.
You already know those rumors and innuendos are out there about how them referees love the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, they get treated well. Jerry treats them very well on the bus with the girls.
But then again, with Jerry Jones trying to sue the NFL and everything, maybe they might not be.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well, the refs are separate from the NFL. Okay, we're good.
I don't know. All right.
Remember the NFL tried to fuck over the refs and not give them full-time jobs? Remember?
Yeah.
Come on now. They only gave them 10 of them full-time jobs.
All right, so final thoughts, okay?
Final thoughts.
All right.
Final thoughts.
Now, Shawn, who do you have? No. Actually, no. I'm going to kick it over to Philly.500. Philly, who do you have winning this game officially?
I officially have the Philadelphia Eagles winning 31-17.
Woo!
I think it will be double-digit win.
Yeah.
I think that the stadium will be shocked. I think the Eagles are coming. They're coming to free the land. They're coming to take your cows. They're coming to stop the blood sacrifices. We're going to take your women. We're going to take your women. We're going to take your children. We're going to take it all. And that's going to be the end of it. Freedom is coming to Dallas. Look, there's only Philadelphia, the land of liberty and freedom. Dallas is only known for 3 things, right? Who shot JR? President's going to die. And the Cowboys. That's it. Okay. We're winning 31-17. Let's do this.
Now, Shawn,
okay.
Your final prediction, who is going to win this game? Is it going to be the Philadelphia Eagles or is it going to be your Dallas Cowboys, America's team?
Why you gotta say it like that?
Who's going to win this game?
Fucking asshole. I got the Eagles.
Oh, shit! Oh! You heard that, right?
I heard it.
No.
I can't even make a bet with him. He's a nice guy. This guy's a nice guy, I tell you. A very smart, nice guy. How
painful.
did you become a Dallas fan? What the hell?
You know,
Beautiful.
Oh, God.
We have an unbiased Dallas Cowboys fan here.
I'm buying him a few beers. I'm gonna send him some beers. That's beautiful.
I'm gonna need it after this
honest
game.
man.
So Dilly.
I'm gonna need it after this game.
Billy.
Man, it's just gonna be too much, man. See, I felt like we might have had a chance if Sean Lee was there, just with our defense. But without Sean Lee, without him being able to make these calls, make audibles, mid-play, pre-snap, it's really gonna hurt. Even with if Tyron Smith plays, miraculously he plays, I still see Sean Lee not being there is the biggest
They're lost without him.
thing that we're missing. Because we have guys that can help us out, but it's just if we can't stop an offense from driving the field for 10, 12 play drives, our offense can't get rhythm. At that point, then we're not going to have a running game. We're going to have to play catch-up. We're going to have to throw the ball all the time, like we did against the Falcons. And we're going to be one-dimensional, and that feeds into the team, other defenses. They know, even no matter how, like the Eagles, they're not that great against the pass. But it doesn't matter if they know you're going to pass. It doesn't matter. So it's...
Well, thank you for being unbiased there, Cowboy fan.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
I don't
Hey,
like
look,
this.
he's honest.
So we got the Eagles' point of view. We got the unbiased Cowboys fan point of view. Now it's time for my point of view, okay? Josh's point of view right here in the Sports Fury. And let me tell you something,
You pick my Cowboys? Are you picking my Cowboys?
Hell no, I'm picking your
Why?
Dallas Cowboys. Because let me tell you, the Philadelphia Eagles at Philly.500 they are the best team in the NFL today, brother.
Okay.
And they got Carson Wentz. He is the MVP of the league. They got a damn good rushing game going.
Okay.
Defense, your line is shit without Tyron Smith. You guys can't stop a damn nosebleed without Sean Lee. Your Dallas Cowboys are going to get their asses kicked this coming up Sunday Night Football. We're going to be streaming it right here on the Sports Fury, and you're going to see this Cowboys fan just well up in tears right here because them Eagles, your Eagles, Philly.500, are going to put an ass whooping to these Dallas Cowboys come week 11, Sunday Night Football, baby. That's the bottom line.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because I'm picking the Eagles to win. I'm hoping it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
But if we do get our ass whooped,
Okay.
it's not going to be nearly as bad as your Bears next week because they're going to be in Philly. Y'all are going to get murdered by worse.
That's right, Philly.500. After you guys are done playing with these little Cowboys, America's team, my Bears, the Bears, we're coming to Philly.500. We're coming to your neck of the woods. We're coming to Philadelphia, Lincoln Financial Stadium, and we got Bears versus Eagles next week, week 12. What do you think about that?
That's a joke. That's like dessert after a big dinner. They stink. The Bears stink.
They stink.
We're not soft like these Cowboys fans.
Hey.
We're not soft. We ain't soft. We the Bears, baby.
What
We
are
the
you trying to
Bears.
say? You think you're gonna beat us? You think you're gonna beat us?
Damn right we're gonna beat you.
Who you talking to?
Next time on the Sports Fury, we'll find out if Shawn and his Dallas Cowboys suffer another embarrassing loss. Will Shawn have to sing the Eagles fight song? Will there be a hero that will burn that fucking ugly Cowboys beanie hat? Will the Chicago Bears suffer another unbearable loss before Josh has to take on Philly.500 next week? Is there enough beer in the world? If they do, will Josh destroy the world? Can Philly.500 handle Josh and Shawn 2 weeks in a row? Will his Eagles soar high against the Dallas Cowboys and the Bears? Or will the Philadelphia Eagles and MVP candidate Carson Wentz come crashing all the way down? Will the New York Jets ever get their franchise quarterback and go to the Super Bowl?
Why the hell you got to bring the Jets into it? I've suffered enough this season. Now you got to bring the quarterback issue up? I haven't, we haven't had a quarterback in like 20 years. I've never even seen a franchise quarterback.
Probably not. Will Craig ever be allowed to sleep inside the House of Fury? All of these questions will be answered and more next week. Same Sports Fury time, same Sports Fury channel. Except for Craig. He's not allowed in the house.